You don't need a sewing machine to start sewing, and I'm going to prove it to you. Welcome back to Stitch by Stitch, where I teach you how to hand sew. Today, we're going over the fell stitch. You can use the fell stitch to hem garments and attach linings. For this example, we're going to imagine that we're sewing a lining to the hem of a pant leg. This bottom part is going to resemble lining, and this top section is going to resemble the hem allowance to the pant leg. To sew a fell stitch, you start with the seam allowance of the lining against the hem allowance on the inside of the garment. You first start off with an anchoring stitch on the lining, which is simulated with this star here. Then you go in at 1 on the hem allowance directly across from your anchor stitch and back out at 2 on the lining. Once you come back out at 2, you're going to go directly across and insert your needle at 3 on the hem allowance. Notice that with the fell stitch, you're inserting the needle through the side of the garment, but coming back up through the side of the lining. So again, you'll see here that your needle is going back in at the circled number and then coming back out at the square number. Then you're just going to repeat the same pattern. When working on fabric, you'll actually be able to insert the needle in a single motion like so. At the end of the stitch, you want to finish it off with an anchor stitch, which is again simulated with this star here. Now that we're done, we can compare the fell stitch to the answer key here. You'll notice that the front only shows vertical stitches, and the back shows diagonal stitches, which would actually be covered by the face fabric in a finished garment. And now we're ready to put the finished example in the pocket here. This workbook is available through the TikTok shop or the link in my bio. There's also a left-handed version of this workbook. The next stitch we're going over is the catch stitch, another hemming and finishing stitch. So follow along to learn more.